welcome back to my channel. I'm James. Today I've got another thrilling episode in my highly requested ongoing video series, Top Upcoming 4K Ultra HD Blu Ray Movies and TV Series Releases, Big 4K Movie Announcements, Reveals, Collectors Film Chat, episode number 72. Now in today's episode I'm going to keep blowing your mind with over 50 announcements, reveals, and advanced reviews. I have over 6 advanced copies that were sent early for review for me to dive into and test for all of you. And I'm going to be covering all of my testing results, sharing my review scores, and letting you know if these are something you should buy and add to your collection in today's video. We've got so much exciting stuff to talk about and dive into today, and I have a bunch of information on titles that are going out of print that you need to know about before they sell out and become extremely expensive on the aftermarket. Now in today's massive episode, I'm going to keep you updated on all the latest and greatest news going on in the 4K movie industry. Now to make sure you're caught up on some of these massive titles and things that are going out of print, you'll want to check out the previous episodes in this ongoing video series. I share about tons of hidden announcements, reveals, things that are going out of print that you need to know about so you don't miss out on owning them. So you'll want to go back and watch the previous episodes in this ongoing video series. That way you get all of that latest and greatest information. Now it's always extremely important. Any of these you're going to buy or add to your collection, always make sure to go down and click and buy directly through the Amazon sale links I pinned as a comment in the comments section right below this video. Those links down there never cost you, the viewer, a penny extra when you click on them, but that's the only way I'm supported, and that's the only way I can continue to do this every single week with all of you here on my channel. I spend all this time gathering all this data and creating these massive videos to keep all of you updated on all this information, and I'm only supported when you click and buy directly through those Amazon sale links down there below. So that's why I always share, if you enjoy this content and these videos help you out, always make sure to click and buy directly through those Amazon sale links right down there below. Now, starting off with the first part of this video series is the top releases of the coming week. We're starting off here on February 25th. We're going to be getting Amadeus from 1984 for its 40th anniversary. It got a brand new 4K restoration of the original camera negative, native 4K transfer, and HDR10 master for the theatrical cut of the film. It'll also have a lossless DTS HD master audio 5.1 audio mix. Now this is a biographical musical drama, and it's an epic 80s drama that everybody needs to experience. This is a very exciting 4K release. Now we're also going to be getting CRONOS from 1993. Now I previously announced this in my Studio Insider video series almost a year ago, that this was being worked on by the studio and Guillermo del Toro himself for a future 4K release. Well, finally we're going to be able to own it. Now this is getting a brand new 4K digital restoration of the original camera negative with a Dolby Vision and HDR10 color grading and master, all supervised and approved by Guillermo del Toro himself. Now it'll also have a DTS HD Master Audio 2.0 audio mix, and this is one of those, after I exclusively announced it in my Studio Insider video series almost a year ago, a lot of you were extremely excited, but as you can see, these do take a while from when they start working on them up until they release them. Hence this one almost took a year from my initial announcement, but finally we will get to own it here. And this is one I've waited a long time to get on 4K because I love all of Guillermo del Toro's films. He has such a unique presence. The way he films, the colors, the overall look of all of his films are very stylistic, and I love him for that. Now we're also going to be getting The Forbidden Kingdom from 2008 in an Amazon exclusive limited edition SteelBook only release. There is no other 4K transfer or 4K release of this film coming out anywhere by any other studio or at any other company. Amazon has the exclusive rights for this 4K Ultra HD release from Lionsgate. Now for this release they did a new 4K remaster and 4K transfer with Dolby Vision and HDR10 master, as well as an immersive Dolby Atmos audio mix. And this is huge exciting news because it's an epic fantasy adventure wuxia movie. It's got some really cool martial arts, some really cool special effects, and a really just engaging fantasy story. And this was the first time Jackie Chan and Jet Li had ever been in a film together, and that's what really made it epic as well. Fans had waited a long time to see this film, and it was very enjoyable. I'm thrilled it's finally coming out, but I'll warn you, this is an Amazon exclusive limited edition SteelBook only. I put that direct exclusive Amazon sale link down there below. They're the only retailer anywhere worldwide that'll sell this, and they have that exclusive rights. These do sell out, some of them before the release date, some of them take a little bit after, but these are printed in limited limited quantities. So if you are excited about this one at all, make sure to place your pre-order so that way you don't miss out on it. Now we're also getting Project Silence from 2023. Now the studio did reach out and send this to me a full 2.5 weeks early for me to dive into, test, and review for all of you. I am happy to report this has a native 4K transfer in Dolby Vision and HDR10 master. It is one of those things, the image does have some nice depth and detail, especially in the opening scenes, but then once it gets to where they reach the bridge, because it's a sci-fi story basically about a military project having to do with dogs, basically super soldier dogs, and them getting loose on a bridge, but basically the bridge has an accident on it, so people are trapped on it. But there was an issue with the image just slightly because it was based around fog. So they digitally added fog to the scenes throughout most of the film. It's covered in a pretty thick layer of fog, which does limit the amount of depth and detail you see after the opening scene. For most of the rest of the film, it is a softer image because of the digital fog they added. It does take away a lot of depth and detail, and it's just soft looking overall because of that really heavy digital fog they used. Now this does also have an English DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 audio mix and a Dolby Atmos Korean mix with English subtitles if you want those as well. I will tell you the audio was crystal clear, but it did have fluctuations where it would go from loud to quiet to loud to quiet. Sometimes even the dialogue was harder to hear, then it would get louder. So it was an inconsistent audio mix. Now it's only being released in this limited edition SteelBook only release. It's high gloss, it has very nice artwork on it, it has some cutouts on it, and I did like the limited edition SteelBook. Now getting to my review score for Project Silence, this gets an enjoyable 7.8. It's one of those that I enjoyed, but it's not a perfect film. The movie has some clunky writing, some clunky acting, it has some missed paces throughout it, and the image, because of some of the digital effects they use, does limit its amount of depth and detail that you'll see, and that's where it gets its review score. Now if you decide you want to add this to your collection, I put that direct Amazon sale link down there below. Now on February 25th, we're also getting My Girl from 1991. Now Sony did a brand new 4K restoration of the original camera negative native 4K transfer in Dolby Vision and HDR10 master. And that was all approved by the original cinematographer Paul Elliott himself, so they brought back the original cinematographer to make sure it looked the exact way that it was originally intended. Now it'll also have a lossless DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 audio mix. Now this is one of those exclusive manufacturer on demand Amazon releases where they only press them in small batches. They are on pressed discs, but there's very few retailers. Amazon is one of those exclusive retailers worldwide that will have these available for sale, and I put that direct link down there below. I will tell you though, this Macaulay Culkin basically dramedy film, it's very good, it's heart-touching, but I will tell you, you will need your tissue box because the film itself is one of those that really just touches on kind of childhood and the innocence of it, but also some of the pitfalls of the innocence of childhood. And sometimes things happen that aren't intentional, and it is one of those that I really enjoy this 90s film, and I'm thrilled it's finally coming out on 4K, though like I said, you will need the tissue box with you. Now, if you haven't done so yet, make sure to go down and give this video a like and a thumbs up for me, hit that subscribe button and the bell notification. That way you're notified right away whenever I release any of these exclusive videos with any of these big announcements, reveals, or reviews. You never want to miss out on any of this content, so make sure to go down there, give this video a like and a thumbs up for me, hit that subscribe button and the bell notification. Now on February 25th, we're also getting Virtuosity, and I did get this in 2 weeks early. I dived into, tested, and reviewed it for all of you. This 1991 sci-fi thriller action film is very good. Denzel Washington and Russell Crowe play off each other wonderfully well. It's got some really cool set pieces. The sci-fi story behind it I always really enjoyed. Now something I'll point out right off the bat is that it does have reversible cover artwork. Thankfully, I did not like the new cover artwork that you can see up there above. This is more the original poster artwork, which I do really like, with Denzel Washington's face and basically the sci-fi machine coming down. I do like that cover artwork better, so you can reverse it to whichever one you want. Now for this 1995 film, it did get a brand new 4K scan and 4K restoration of the original 35mm camera negative. It is a native 4K with Dolby Vision and HDR10 master, and I'm happy to report the 4K image has the nice natural layer of film grain with only some brief digital noise and clumping. There's some few instances throughout it. They're not too intense. You'll notice some brief digital noise and clumping of the film grain mixed together. Otherwise, the film has stunning depth and detail throughout it that'll really shock and surprise you over the previous 2015 dull and grayed out looking soft Blu-ray transfer. That previous 2015 Blu-ray from Paramount was extremely poor. It was early on in the Blu-ray era, and it was a very poor encode. I can tell you this annihilates it in every area of the image. Colors are lifelike and vibrant due to the amazing Dolby Vision and HDR10 implementation. It brings this film to new life, things that I had never seen before. This is one of those that really felt like watching the film all over again for the first time, which is great because I always loved this 90s sci-fi thriller. Now, this also has a lossless DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 audio mix. Thankfully, they repaired all the issues on the previous audio mix where it got very quiet, loud, and it had some muffled areas of the audio on the previous 2015 Blu-ray. Those are all fixed, repaired, and gone. It is a crystal clear audio mix with great dynamic range. A massive improvement in the audio as well. Now, I dived into and tested out the rough average bitrate. Extremely high, healthy and strong, 103 megabits per second, a wow rough average bitrate. And they put it on a BD100 to give it plenty of room to breathe with that massively high rough average bitrate is why it has such an amazing 4K image. Now, getting to my review score, this gets a fantastic 9.4, a recommended must-buy, must-own 4K release. You'll want to have this one in your collection. It is a fantastic 4K that you will enjoy watching for many years to come. I really enjoyed it, though this is the cover artwork I love, and I'm glad it does have reversible cover artwork on it. This is one you need to have in your 4K collection. I put that direct Amazon sale link right down there below. Now, we're also going to be getting Cruising from 1980. Now, this is coming out in a limited edition box set only. And for this release, I did a brand new 4K restoration of the original 35mm camera negative, native 4K transfer, Dolby Vision, and HDR10 master, along with a DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 audio mix. Now, it'll come with a 120-page book. And this is the first time they're restoring its long-lost original theatrical cut on this 4K set. But I'll warn you, it is limited edition only, and a lot of these Arrow limited edition sets have been selling out before the release date, so if you're excited or looking forward to this one, make sure to order your copy. Now, we're also getting Stephen King's Graveyard Shift from 1990. Now, this was sent to me from the studio 2 weeks early for me to dive into, test, and review for all of you. Very happy to report this is a native 4K created from a brand new 4K scan of the original 35mm camera negative. It does have a Dolby Vision and HDR10 master, and it has some very nice depth and detail in it, though I will say it does have some digital noise, some clumping, and some blocking with the film grain that kind of mixes in and out throughout it. It's not a perfectly stable film grain structure. It does have flickering and flashing where you'll notice it get heavy and it kind of fluctuates heavily, and then it goes away and comes back. So it is one of those that's more of an inconsistent viewing experience, but compared to the previous releases on home video, this is the best image quality I've seen this ever look. Now, this does have a DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 audio mix. That is also inconsistent. It has volume fluctuations. It gets louder, slightly quieter, louder. So it's one of those you kind of have to have the remote with you because it'll go up, it'll go down, it'll go up, it'll go down. Overall, though, it is crystal clear sounding. It just does have some volume inconsistencies, just like the image. It's more or less of an inconsistent viewing experience, but with both of those things, it's still a massive improvement over the previous home video releases. Now, this Stephen King horror thriller is one of those that's kind of always reminded me of more or less a Saturday afternoon kind of TV movie about basically those that work the graveyard shift in a factory, basically a cotton factory, and things that happen. Rats basically attack people, and there's actually something else going on I don't want to give away, but a bigger creature basically is attacking people in this basically warehouse, and the things that go on with the drama of their lives and kind of this overall arcing story. But it's one of those that's not too intense. You kind of sit back and have a fun time with it. Some cheesy dialogue, but overall, if you watch Stephen King's kind of movies before, you kind of know what you're getting in for this. Now, I did dive into and test out the rough average bitrate. This does have a high 78 megabits per second, and I will tell you it's on a BD100, so it does have plenty of room to breathe as well. Now it does come with reversible artwork, so on your limited edition slipcover in the first pressing, this is your artwork, and then you get this artwork on the inside as well. So if you order it in the first pressing, you do get the limited edition slipcover as well. Now getting to my review score, because of the slightly uneven listening and viewing experience, as I explained, this gets a review score of an 8.0. That lets you know the image and sound quality in comparison to the hundreds of other 4Ks I've tested and reviewed, and my review scores are always on a decimal scale of 1 to 10. That gives you an idea where this falls. It's not a perfect transfer, but it's still a big upgrade over the previous releases, and it is one of those I enjoyed watching. Now, as always, it's important if you decide you're going to add this to your collection, always make sure to use that Amazon sale link down there below. Now, let me know in the comment section below if you're excited for this upcoming 4K release now. Let me know if you've seen it before. Let me know any of these titles from this massive video that you're excited for. Share your excitement below. I love to see your excitement for what you're ordering, what you're excited is coming out. What of these announcements surprised you? The studios like to see it as well, but I'm a big fan. I'm a big collector like all of you, so I love when you share with me your excitement about what of all of these made your day. So start the conversation in the comment section below. Now, we're also going to be getting EVILENKO from 2003. Now, for this release, they did a new 4K restoration of the original camera negative, native 4K transfer, and HDR10 master, along with a DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 audio mix. And this is a shocking true story of a serial killer and basically the detectives that were tracking him down, trying to find him, finding clues and mysteries along the way. But I will tell you, it's pretty darn grisly and shocking. Now, it's being released in a limited collector's edition set. This is the only set of it being released worldwide, and it is a limited edition only release. So here's your warning. If you're excited for this one, you remember seeing this and you want to get it on 4K, do not wait. I put that direct Amazon sale link down below. Now, we're finally getting The Lion in the Winter from 1968. Now, this Peter O'Toole epic historical drama is one of those that I was really waiting for a long time to finally see it being released on 4K. It's got amazing performances. Actually, it won some Academy Awards. Now, they did a brand new 4K restoration of the original camera negative, native 4K transfer in Dolby Vision and HDR10 master, along with a restored LPCM 2.0 mix, all on a BD100 to give it plenty of room to breathe. This is one of those that's really got some amazing performances. Heck, and this was Anthony Hopkins' first film ever, and it's very epic. I gotta say, there's so many great performances in it that you'll really sit back and be mesmerized by, and I always love these medieval, basically historical dramas. They always just seem so darn epic. Now, we're also getting Robert Altman's Thieves Like Us from 1974. Now, this very good 1930s crime drama, it's basically about some criminals that escape and decide to rob a bank, and it's all the drama of them basically on the run and things that happened back in the 1930s. I love these kind of like almost feel like gangster crime dramas from back in that time period. It's one of those period set pieces that's always been an enjoyable film. Now, it's being released in a standard 4K release for this film, and it did get a brand new 4K restoration of the original 35mm camera negative. It is a native 4K transfer with HDR10 master, and it does retain its strong film grain presence that gives it a very filmic look. Though I will say there was some slight fluctuations in the film grain and some digital noise with clumping that you will see in random scenes throughout it, because the film grain is quite heavy because of how they filmed it back in 1974. Now, I will say depth and detail is very nice on it. It is striking compared to the previous home video releases were very poor looking. Colors are one of your massive upgrades because of the great HDR10 implementation. Lifelike skin tones and colors on their clothing, grass, and trees all are brought to life beautifully on this new 4K transfer that were missing on all of the previous home video releases that were just very dull and just soft looking overall. Now, this does also include a DTS HD Master Audio 2.0 audio mix. It is very clear, but because it's a 2.0, it limits its range. Now, I did dive into and test out the 4K's rough average bitrate. Happy to report it has a high, healthy, and strong 83 megabits per second, and lends to why the image looks as good as it does. Now, I always love the cars from this time period, and it always kind of reminded me of a Bonnie and Clyde on the run bank robbery. And for my review score for this 4K transfer, it does get a very good 8.8. And it is a recommended 4K release that you buy and add to your collection. This is the only 4K release of this film worldwide, and it's one of those that I am glad we finally got on 4K, and it's the best I've ever seen this film look or sound. I do recommend this 4K release. Now we're also getting Deranged from 1974. Now this over-the-top psychological horror thriller movie got a brand new 4K restoration of the original 35mm camera negative, native 4K transfer, Dolby Vision and HDR10 master, and a DTS HD master audio mono mix. Now this is one of those rare films that I have not seen, so I can't tell you if I like it or I don't. Let me know in the comment section below, have you ever seen Deranged before? Was it one of those that you're really excited is finally coming out on 4K? Let me know in the comment section below. Now we're also getting Body Parts from 1991. Now this was also sent to me 2 weeks early from the studio for me to dive into and review for all of you. Now this sci-fi, mystery, horror, thriller, it's got a really unique spin to it that I've always really enjoyed. Basically, a guy gets injured and basically goes to have surgery done because he needs some body parts replaced basically because of an injury, and they replace him with body parts from basically like crazy serial killers, and the body parts basically have different effects and reactions, and it's got kind of a sci-fi supernatural effect to it. And I really always liked how the story plays out. It's a very fun and enjoyable film. Well, for this release, they did a brand new 4K scan of the original 35mm camera negative, native 4K transfer, Dolby Vision and HDR10 master. And for this native 4K transfer, it does have film grain that is nicely present throughout it. There is only some slight instabilities, otherwise the image has some nice depth and detail in it. And one of the massive upgrades is the colors. Man, does it look phenomenal color-wise. Skin tones and everything just look very vibrant and lifelike, and that is one of those big upgrades you will notice in compared to the previous transfers. Now this also has a DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 audio mix. It's crystal clear sounding and has great dynamic range. Now I did dive into and test out the rough average bitrate. Very happy to report it has a high, extremely healthy and strong 98 megabits per second, which lends to why it has so much depth and detail and just looks really good on this 4K release. Now getting to my review score, this gets a very good 8.9. It is a recommended 4K release. I really enjoy this psychological thriller. It's got sci-fi elements mixed together, and I just sit back and have a fun time watching it every single time, and I'm glad it's finally released on 4K. Now if you decide you're going to buy it and add this to your collection, make sure to use that Amazon sale link down there below. Now we're also getting Disembodied from 1998. Now this got a brand new 4K restoration of the uncut version 16mm camera negative. Now it is a native 4K with HDR10 master and a DTS HD Master Audio 2.0 audio mix. Now this sci-fi horror thriller had some really creepy effects on it, and they were really over the top practical effects, but they were done on an extremely low budget. So it's a very low budget film, but it's finally coming out on 4K, which is a big surprise. Now we're also going to be getting Documentary Now, the complete basically docudrama comedy TV series. Now it ran from 2015 to 2022 for an entire 4 seasons, and it's kind of a comedy mockumentary TV series. So it basically was they'd make up these little documentaries being filmed, but they were all comedies basically playing off of real things that had happened in real life, and they're pretty darn funny. Now it's being released with new 1080p HD masters and LPCM 2.0 audio mix across 4 Blu-ray discs for the entire series. And it has a 700-minute runtime. This is one of those that I did enjoy, so I'm looking forward to getting to experiencing some of these again because they were pretty darn funny and had a massive list of who's who, guest supporting cast that would show up, of big actors that would kind of lend to all of these really funny documentary comedies. Now we're also getting the Pierce Brosnan Noble House TV miniseries from 1988. Now this basically murder, espionage, mystery drama. It's a very enjoyable TV miniseries that I always have a blast watching, and I haven't seen it in a very long time till I got to watch it on this new upcoming Blu-ray release. Now the studio did send this to me 2 weeks early for me to dive into for all of you, and I gotta tell you, the image on this is extremely nice. For a Blu-ray release, I was very impressed with the work that was done to it with the new 1080p HD master and the DTS HD Master Audio 2.0 audio mix that is very clear sounding. Now total runtime for this entire TV miniseries is 376 minutes, and it is one of those that I recommend if you like TV miniseries where you sit back and you have a fun time following the murder mystery. It's a blast. I do recommend the release. And Pierce Brosnan is in top form in this show, and there's a lot of other guest casts that appear throughout it. This is one of those that if you really want to have a fun time watching something over several nights because it's a mini series with numerous episodes, this is one I recommend checking out. Now we're also finally getting MXC Most Extreme Elimination Challenge Collection number 2 that ran from 2005 to 2007. This is the final remaining 2 seasons of the entire series. So originally I announced Series 1, Collection 1, which I'll put the links for both Collection 1 and Collection 2 down below if you haven't gotten this yet. Basically, if you remember the series Wipeout, it was a remake of MXC. MXC was way more over the top and MXC was way funnier. Wipeout tried to be funny, but it was never nearly as funny as MXC. This is coming out on SD on Blu-ray. Basically the original tape masters they've taken and upscaled as best they could to basically the best they could for Blu-ray, put them on the Blu-ray disc, and that's the best quality that's ever going to exist of these because they were on tape masters. But I'm thrilled that they're coming out with the final collection because Collection 1 was very enjoyable and I'm looking forward to watching the rest of them. They are funny. You go back to them over and over again. Heck, on a Saturday afternoon, you find yourself putting it on, you laugh, you just have a blast watching them, and you sit there going episode after episode, and people really got hurt. I mean, they get hit in the head and fall off of horses, and I don't know, it's just one of those slapstick, funny, humorous shows that I always enjoy. Now, it'll also have a Dolby Digital 2.0 audio mix on it. This is one of those I'm looking forward to completing this collection on Blu-ray. Now, we're also going to be getting Star Musketeer Bismarck, the complete animated TV series that ran from 1984 to 1985 with new 1080p HD masters for all 51 episodes of this sci-fi action adventure animated TV series. It's one of those that, if you remember back in the 80s, it had some pretty darn good animation and some enjoyable stories. This is the first time it's being released completely with 1080p HD masters on Blu-ray. Now we're also going to be getting Special Police Rescue WINSPECTOR from 1990 to 1991. For all 49 episodes, they're being released on SD Blu-ray from the original tape masters. Now the entire runtime is 1,200 minutes, and it's basically the story of basically kind of like Power Rangers style, but basically those that rescue those that are in harm's way, police and basically super suits, robotic suits that have all different abilities, and it was kind of more of those light-hearted adventures in the style of kind of like the Power Rangers. Now we're also going to be getting Doctor Who Sylvester McCoy, the complete Series 2 on Blu-ray with new 1080 masters. Now this classic Doctor Who sci-fi adventure time travel TV series ran from 1988 to 1989, and it's being released on 8 Blu-ray discs with a DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 audio mix. If you've been collecting all of these classic Doctor Who shows, I've been talking about a lot of these over the last year. This is another one you'll finally be able to add to your collection. Now I did ask the studio, are they planning on ever releasing a massive box set with all of them together? They said no, they're just planning on doing them as they are each series in these separate Blu-ray sets. Basically, you have to collect all of them to own all of the massive Doctor Who universe. Now, getting to the next part of the video series here, this is where I share about big announcements and reveals the studios just shared with me. So jumping all the way out to March 25th, we're going to be getting the psychological horror, The Possession of Joel Delancey. Now, this originally came out in 1972, and they did a brand new 4K restoration of the original 35mm camera negative, native 4K transfer, and Dolby Vision and HDR10 master, along with a DTS HD Master Audio 2.0 audio mix. Now, this is one of those classic horror movies that I have not experienced yet, so I can't tell you if I like it or I don't. Let me know if this is one of those also that you've seen before, and let me know if you recommend this one for me or not, if this is one I should check out. Now, we're also getting another massive release from A24 in The Brutalist from 2024. Now, this epic, basically period drama has some epic cinematography and some great performances. Now this got a new native 4K transfer that is derived from the original 35mm VistaVision camera negative, and it was all scanned at 6K, so it's one of those that it should look beautiful on 4K. Now it'll also have a DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 audio mix, all in an exclusive Digipack release. Now I'll put that Amazon sale link down there below now that A24 is releasing them from Amazon as well. It's the exact same exclusive digipack release, but thankfully now we don't gotta pay those ridiculous shipping rates because Amazon you can get it with free shipping. Now jumping out to April 1st, we're gonna be getting a complete unknown, which is the 2024 Bob Dylan biopic drama story. It's one of those that's done by James Mangold, and it is epic. It's one of those films that tells about his life and coming up, and it's a really beautiful story. Well, for this release, it'll have a native 4K transfer with Dolby Vision and HDR10 master, as well as an immersive Dolby Atmos audio mix, and several new exclusive bonus features to this 4K release. And I'm extremely excited for this upcoming 4K release because this is one I'm extremely excited to listen to the musical numbers on an immersive Dolby Atmos track on my reference quality home theater setup. Now, if you want to know all about my home theater setup, you can check out, I dived into and reviewed several different reference quality home theater setups and gave you the best bang for your buck for getting an amazing immersive reference quality Dolby Atmos home theater setup. That video is available right now on this channel, and all of the links for the exact equipment that I recommend, that I've tested and reviewed, is all linked below that video. You can get yourself an amazing reference quality home theater setup so you can get immersed into the Dolby Atmos. And if you check out that video, I shared all my testing and review and all of the details you need to know how to get yourself an amazing home theater. Now, jumping out to April 15th, I have a big update for all of you. Starting off here with Dirty Harry from 1971. Now, if you've been following me, 3 weeks ago I announced that this was coming out in a limited edition SteelBook release. Well, Warner Brothers basically did a last minute announcement and is now releasing it in a standard 4K case as well. But the artwork, I gotta be honest with you, it's pretty darn bland. It kind of seems like they just threw it out last minute. Based on some of the folks wanting a standard 4K release, they are releasing it in a standard 4K case. But I gotta tell you, the artwork on the limited edition SteelBook's where it's at for me. So this will be coming out with a new 4K restoration, native 4K transfer, and HDR10 master, and an immersive new Dolby Atmos audio mix. So depending on which one you want, whether you want that limited edition SteelBook or the standard 4K case, that limited edition SteelBook will not last to the release date. If you have not pre-ordered your limited edition SteelBook, make sure to go down and order it because it will not make it to the release date. Based on the amount of folks that I saw pre-ordered after my initial announcement of the SteelBook, it was massive. So this is one of those Warner Brothers was specific. It is limited print run, limited copies only for that limited edition SteelBook. The standard basically 4K release in that standard case, I gotta say that artwork I am not a fan of at all. The limited edition SteelBook is awesome. I really love the artwork. But that standard slipcover case, it kind of seems like they just kind of decided last minute, hey, let's at least release one in a case. It's just the 4K disc you get in that case with that artwork. But for those of you that wanted that option that don't like limited edition SteelBooks, at least in this case, Warner Brothers basically listened and said, we'll release it in a standard case as well. But Warner Brothers hasn't done this before. A lot of the times they don't even release a standard 4K case. For example, Oceans 11, 12, and 13, those were only limited edition SteelBook. They didn't do any standard slipcover case for them separately at all. So this is one of those, the studios kind of feeling their way through it. Some of them they're releasing only limited edition SteelBook and that's all they release. And then others that kind of later on, like this case, threw out just a standard case. But I'll put the direct Amazon sale links for both different versions down below. Limited edition SteelBook though, here's your warning, don't wait on that one. Make sure to order that because otherwise you'll be stuck with a standard 4K case. Now another update for all of you is that we're also going to be getting The Outlaw Josie Wales from 1976, another great Clint Eastwood action western film. The studio did the same thing. 3 weeks later announced a standard 4K case, and there's your official artwork and the back cover as I'm sharing with you that the studio shared with me. Now the limited edition SteelBook, same thing in this case. That's the best artwork. I honestly really love what they did with the limited edition SteelBook artwork, whereas the standard 4K case, like I said, it's more or less an afterthought. It just kind of seems like even like the writing on it, they use just basic font and it's just kind of a basic picture. But those of you that wanted the standard 4K case, at least you're getting a standard 4K case. Though limited edition SteelBook's where it's at for me, that's the one that's beautiful looking. Now it did get a brand new 4K restoration, native 4K transfer, HDR10 master, and a brand new immersive Dolby Atmos audio mix. Now I will put the direct Amazon sale link for both different versions down below, but same warning, if you're interested in that limited edition SteelBook, do not wait because it will not last very long. Based on the massive amount of you that were excited and pre-ordered it, Warner Brothers stated, limited print run only, and most of Warner Brothers limited edition steelbooks don't even make it to the release date anymore. Heck, they're sold out way in advance, and most of you that have been following a lot of those limited edition steelbooks, they're gone and then they become expensive on the aftermarket. So make sure to go down and order your copy if you want that limited edition steelbook, but for those of you that were waiting and basically only wanted a standard case, at least you're getting a standard case option. It's just the artwork, I'll be honest with you, it's kind of bland. Now, if you want a recommendation of another really good 4K release of a Clint Eastwood Western that I love, it's Two Mules for Sister Sarah, and it came out in 1968, and on this 4K release that I previously reviewed here on this channel, they did a new 4K scan of the original 35mm camera negative and native 4K transfer for the international cut of the film on 4K. And this got a highly recommended review score of a 9.3. This is a recommended must-buy, must-own 4K release. I'll put the direct Amazon sale link for this one down below there as well. If you have not added this one to your collection, I highly recommend this 4K release. It's another great Clint Eastwood Western film. It's one of my favorites that he ever did. Now, another update on the final Clint Eastwood film, Pale Rider from 1985. Warner Brothers announced a standard 4K release now. Same thing, almost 3 weeks later, finally throwing one out, but I will tell you, same thing on the artwork. If you notice the theme between all of these standard 4K cases, they're very basic. They just basically put basic writing on the outside of it. Limited edition steelbook, that's where it's at for me. That limited edition steelbook, which is the one they planned and that's the one they announced, that was the big release. That's the one that has the very nice artwork on it. That's the one I'm looking forward to and excited for. Same thing, I got a brand new 4K restoration, HDR10 master, native 4K transfer, Dolby Atmos. The Dolby Atmos I'm extremely excited to experience, but warning, same thing, limited edition steelbook will be sold out before the release date. You're gonna want to pre-order it so you don't miss out on it, because by release date these will be gone and then they'll be really expensive on the aftermarket. They charge ridiculous prices for them. This is one of those. I'm glad we're getting this one on 4K as well. All of these Clint Eastwood films, we're getting to the point where we're getting all of his films on 4K, and these, all three of them, are huge, exciting 4K releases. Now, let me know in the comment section below, are you excited that they finally decided to release a standard 4K case? Are you excited for the limited edition steelbook? Do you like the standard 4K case's artwork? Are you okay with it? I mean, personally, for me, I kind of think it's bland, but I guess we're not buying it for the artwork. I mean, I do like the artwork to look good, but I guess we're watching the movie anyways. It's the same transfer and the same disc. But the limited edition steelbook, man, that's the one I like. But let me know in the comment section below if you were one of those that were waiting, hoping there'd be a standard case. Now you're going to be able to get a standard case. Let me know in the comment section below how excited you are for all of these Clint Eastwood classic films. Now, jumping out to April 22nd, we're finally getting Foul Play. Now, this is the 1978 neo-noir comedy romantic thriller movie. It's a very unique movie. It's funny. Chevy Chase is in it. Goldie Hawn's in it. It's one of those you'll laugh. It's got a good story, and it does really just keep you entertained from beginning to end. Well, they're releasing it with a brand new 4K scan of the original 35mm camera negative, native 4K transfer, Dolby Vision and HDR10 master, as well as a lossless DTS HD master audio 5.1 audio mix, all on a BD100 to give it plenty of room to breathe. This is one of those that I was really excited when it was announced. The studio said it was coming out and I was like, whoa, this is a surprise one, because my wife and I really like early Chevy Chase films. Goldie Hawn, she was always a blast as well. Now we're finally getting one of my favorite spy caper thrillers, Sneakers, from 1992. The story in this is wonderful. I gotta say, it's one of those, there's so many twists and turns and you're wondering what's gonna happen here in the end every time, even though I've seen it like 15 times. The end of it still gets me every time, that I just sit there and think, man, it was built so well as a story. There's comedic elements, there's good suspense elements, Robert Redford is great in it, the supporting cast is a who's who of amazing 90s actors. Heck, this is one of those films that I went with my dad to see 4 times in cinemas because he loved the film so much. He kept asking me if I wanted to go again with him, and we went to see this over and over again, and that's why it has a really special place in my heart. It's got some really nostalgic elements that watching this film every time I just adore. I am so excited. It's getting a brand new 4K scan of the original 35mm camera negative, native 4K transfer, Dolby Vision and HDR10 master, and a lossless DTS HD master audio 5.1 audio mix, all on a BD100 with a high rough average bitrate to give it plenty of room to breathe. This is one of those I am thrilled is coming out on 4K. I have seen the Blu-ray release dozens of times. I love the film. The Blu-ray, it's decent, but man, if they do this right with a great 4K scan, the 4K is going to be one of those very impressive looking 4Ks that I am very excited to get. And the studio let me know they are planning to send this one and Foul Play to me early for review, so I should have these in before the release date to test out and review for all of you, and these are very exciting. I can't wait to share with you about the results of them because sneakers, just love that film and can't wait to see it on 4K. Now, jumping out to April 29th, we're going to be getting Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead. Now, this 1995 crime drama is one of those that I haven't seen, but I did look it up and it did seem to be that a lot of folks really enjoyed it, so I'll be interested to check this one out. Now, it did get a new 4K scan of the original 35mm camera negative, native 4K transfer, Dolby Vision and HDR10 master, and a DTS HD master audio 5.1 audio mix, all on a BD100 with a high rough average bitrate. Another one the studio said they're planning on sending to me early for review. I'm really looking forward to checking this one out. And it does look like one of those very enjoyable crime dramas. Now, jumping out to May 6th, we're going to be getting In the Heat of the Night from 1967. Now, I previously reviewed the Kino Lorber 4K transfer, and I did enjoy it. It got a good review score. Now, this is coming out from Criterion. Now, this is based off of the 4K restoration. It does have a native 4K SDR master, along with a DTS HD master audio 5.1 audio mix. I'll be curious how this compares to Kino Lorber's release, because Kino Lorber's is still available and I already own that one. So I'll be curious how this compares to that. Now, we're also going to be getting The Umbrella of Cherbourg from 1964. Now, this will have a new 4K digital restoration of the original camera negative native 4K transfer, along with a DTS HD master audio 5.0 mix. Now, this is another one of those I have never seen this film. It is a foreign film, and it's one of those I gotta say the cover artwork is pretty darn pretty looking. I like all the colors on it, so it is one of those that kind of piqued my interest. Let me know in the comment section below, have you seen this foreign film? Is this one of those that you'd recommend me checking out? Now, jumping out to May 13th, we're going to be getting a big TV series release in Landman Season 1. Now, this is the 2024 Taylor Sheridan epic Texas Western drama set in a modern set piece about basically oil and cattle, and basically about the battle to stay on top, keep your land, and not lose everything your family has. Taylor Sheridan does an amazing job with this TV series. I've enjoyed all of them, and I have all of them on Blu-ray. Now, this is coming out with 1080p HD masters and a DTS HD master audio 5.1 audio mix for Season 1 on 3 Blu-ray discs for the entire Season 1. I will tell you, this is one that's an instant pre-order for me because I have loved every one of his TV series, and I am looking forward to checking this one out. I have not gotten to see it yet, but it's got Billy Bob Thornton in it and John Hamm, and there's a massive who's who of actors in it. This one was an instant pre-order for me. Now, jumping out to May 20th, we're going to be getting With Nail and I, the black comedy from 1987. It's set back in the 1960s is where the story takes place. Now, this got a new 4K digital restoration of the original camera negative, native 4K transfer, Dolby Vision and HDR10 master, as well as an uncompressed monaural soundtrack. Now, jumping out to May 27th, we're getting a big release in The Three Musketeers and The Four Musketeers from 1973 and 1974. Now, both these action-adventure swashbuckling films were by Richard Lester, and they both got new 4K digital restorations of the original camera negative, native 4K transfers, and Dolby Vision and HDR10 masters, along with uncompressed monaural soundtracks. Now, I previously owned the Studio Canal releases, and there was some issues with the color gradings on them. They lean more towards the teal, and it did have some issues where the color grading just was off on them. They did not look very good in my opinion because of the off teal color grading. I'll be curious if Criterion fixes all of that and how the color grading looks in comparison. If they fix that, This is one of those that I'll be very excited for because I really didn't like the Studio Canal color grading with that teal look that they overlaid with it. It just gave it a garish look that I didn't enjoy. So this is one of those that I am looking forward to seeing if it is a better color grading, because I always really enjoyed the Three Musketeers and the Four Musketeers. They're a blast of a swashbuckling adventures. Now, it's always important any of these you're wanting to buy or add to your collection. I put the direct Amazon sale links as a pinned comment down below. Now, talking about Taylor Sheridan, we're also going to be getting Yellowstone Season 5 Part 2 from 2024, finally released on Blu-ray with 1080p HD masters, along with a Dolby True HD 5.1 audio mix, with an entire runtime of 460 minutes. Now, I had a lot of questions asking if this was going to be released on 4K. The answer from the studio is no. As of right now, they only ever plan to release it on Blu-ray, and that's what it's going to stay on. As they've done with every single season, it's Blu-ray only. But with TV series, I've kind of gotten used to it. It's very limited, the content of TV series that ever comes out on 4K. Very, very limited. Most of the time, it's always Blu-rays. So I always collect Blu-rays that are TV series. That's what I love collecting, is TV series Blu-rays and 4K Ultra HDs for movies. So those are the two things I collect. So getting it on Blu-ray, I'm okay with that. Now, jumping out to the fan favorite, beloved part of the video series, my big 4K news and update segment. Starting off here with Rudy for its 30th anniversary in this limited edition Steelbook only release. This is currently on sale for the lowest sale price it's ever been, $24 during its limited time deal only. Right now is the time you can get this brand new, beautiful native 4K transfer. And I previously reviewed this on this channel. That video is available right now. And I can tell you, this exclusive 4K release is only available in this limited edition Steelbook only. It got a 4K restoration of both cuts, the theatrical cut of the film that's 114 minutes, and the extended director's cut of the film that's brand new and exclusive to this 4K release only. That's 127 minutes long. It has a native 4K transfer with Dolby Vision and HDR10 master and an immersive Dolby Atmos audio mix. This scored high points in my review and testing. This is a recommended must-buy, must-own 4K release. The only way you'll ever be able to own this, though, Sony said, is in this limited edition Steelbook only release. Once this sells out, they said it'll go back into the vault and you won't be able to watch this new native 4K transfer for both cuts of the films ever again. So if you have not picked this up, just like with Lawrence of Arabia that I've been talking about, some of these Sony ones that go out of print, you don't want to miss out on owning this. This is one of those wonderful biographical sports dramas. The film I absolutely adore. I went to see it originally at Notre Dame when it was originally released. They had a showing with a bunch of the actual football players themselves, and my dad had tickets, so we went to see it with them. It was a great experience, but the film is absolutely wonderful. And here's your warning, now's the time to get this. It's on sale for its best price ever, but it is limited time deal only. Make sure to go down immediately and order your copy so you don't miss out on this amazing deal. Once these sell out, you'll be kicking yourself because this is one of those must-own, must-buy 4K releases. Every single person needs to have this in their collection. It is such a wonderful film. It has so many things that we all can learn from, and I love watching films like this that you can sit down with the whole family and just really have a great time. And this film looks stunning on 4K. And I put the exclusive Amazon sale link as a pinned comment down below for you. Let me know in the comment section below, did you get one of these? How thrilled are you to add this one to your collection? Let me know if you've seen this film and if you love the story. Another big update for all of you, the A-Team, the complete remastered TV series on Blu-ray that ran from 1983 to 1987 for a full 5 seasons. If you follow me here on my channel, I own every iteration of the A-Team. I have actually 3 separate Blu-ray sets from all around the world. This is the official US release that I was waiting on to get until it went on an amazing deal and sale. Right now, it is one of the best prices it has ever been. For $57, that is one of the lowest prices it has ever been for the entire series on Blu-ray. This is one of those, the second it went on sale, I ordered it for me so that I could have it. I have all of the other releases around the world. Now I own the US one. This includes all of the uncut broadcast episodes, including some of the missing footage that was was missing on the previous Blu-ray release from France that I own that I reviewed. There was a few instances of footage that were gone that they couldn't locate. They are included in this. They're very, very brief, but they're finally included in this. This is the best version. I've watched and compared it to every version around the world. I do really enjoy this, and I'm glad to watch it again. I've watched this series tons of times. And this Blu-ray set includes all 98 episodes, a massive runtime of 4,669 minutes, spread across 21 Blu-ray discs in individual cases. Each season has its own case with its own artwork, and it has a DTS HD Master Audio 2.0 audio mix. This action-adventure, bombastic explosion comedy series I always like watching. I sit back, my kids enjoy watching it. It's funny. Yeah, some of the episodes can be repetitive, but man, I grew up loving this series and watching it on repeat. I watch this constantly. I always thought B.A. Baracus was hilarious. I love their van, which on this box set, I did like how they have the van on the bottom as well. And then on the back, it has a bunch of things. It does come with bonus features, behind the scenes interviews, the great 80s TV's flashback. It has some really good content in this, and I watch this over and over again. And now this is my third time triple dipping for it on Blu-ray, and I'm glad I did. For $57, it's the best price it's ever been. You cannot miss out on this deal. It is a limited time sale only. Man, even if you just watch an episode here or there every once in a while, it's almost the price of a limited edition SteelBook for this entire series. Think of how amazing of a deal that is. You get the entire series on Blu-ray for basically the price of one movie. Don't miss out on this deal. I put that Amazon exclusive sale link down there below. Now's the time. If you have not picked this one up yet, add this one to your collection. It's a blast. You'll watch some episodes and think, man, it's like a big, basically explosive movie. They had some big practical effects, big explosions, lots of shooting, and lots of funny things that happen. I watch this over and over again. It's one of those nostalgic 80s action adventure series that I highly recommend. I can't really ever think of not having this because I've watched it ever since the 80s and I still enjoy it. Popping an episode here or there, my kids enjoy watching it. And it's one of those you can't go wrong during this amazing sale price. So I put that link down there below. Let me know if you love the A-Team. Let me know if you're going to be adding this to your collection for that amazing price. It's just an amazing deal. Can't go wrong for the price of a movie for the entire series. But here's your warning, do not wait long to go down and order your copy through that Amazon exclusive sale link because it is limited time sale only. Usually after I release these videos, the sales are over within a few days after I release these videos because they're very limited time only. So make sure to go down and order it right away. Now another Sony release with an exclusive new native 4K Dolby Vision and HDR10 transfer that's only in this limited edition SteelBook release is on sale right now for its best price ever. And it's only $24 for this limited time deal. And the transfer that's in this is only available in this limited edition SteelBook release. Sony did not release it in a standard 4K case. That is an HDR10 transfer only. They did a bunch of new work, a much higher bitrate. I previously reviewed this and talked about this here on this channel. And this is the ultimate way to own, view, and watch Stand By Me. Now this also includes a great immersive Dolby Atmos audio mix. Now if you have not picked this one up, this is another one, just like with Lawrence of Arabia. Sony does these new native 4K transfers with Dolby Vision in limited edition SteelBook only releases. Once these sell out, just like Lawrence of Arabia and dozens of others I've talked about, they become very expensive on the aftermarket. Right now, it's the best price this has been on sale for through that exclusive Amazon sale link down there below. But here's your warning, it is limited time deal only. So the second you're watching this, make sure to go down and order your copy so you don't miss out on this sale. Because once this limited edition sells out, it'll go into their vault. So don't miss out on this one. If you have not gotten this limited edition SteelBook, now is the time to get it on sale. Now, as all of you know, I do this video series to help all of you be able to collect and own a lot of these amazing sets, a lot of limited edition releases to make sure you don't get scalped on the aftermarket by all those sellers on eBay. I'm always doing this to help you be able to collect and own all these releases. A massive title that is on sale right now. It's an Amazon exclusive only, Dragon Ball Super, the entire anime TV series that ran for 10 full seasons. It's an Amazon exclusive limited edition SteelBook only set, and it is massive, as you can see in those photos there. It is currently on sale for its lowest sale price ever in a limited time sale for only 120 bucks. This is an Amazon exclusive only release. There is no other retailers anywhere worldwide that sell this limited edition SteelBook set. It includes individual SteelBooks for each of the 10 seasons with unique artwork in a massive outside SteelBook box case, and it is expensive. This is the best price. It's an amazing deal. If you take it, divide it by the 10 seasons and 10 SteelBooks, that is an amazing price for this entire massive box set. You're basically paying 12 bucks per season in a limited edition SteelBook. It has never been this low. This contains all 131 episodes spread across 20 Blu-ray discs with a Dolby True HD 5.1 audio mix. Now, the animated TV series ran from 2015 to 2018, and it has a massive runtime of 3,300 minutes. You will be busy for a long time. This entire box set though is Amazon exclusive limited edition only and is on sale for a limited time only through that exclusive Amazon sale link down there below. My warning is don't wait long. Amazon only has limited copies remaining of this, which makes me think they're clearancing the remaining copies out because it's one of those things they've never put it down this low of a price, and it says on it limited quantities, limited time only. So if you have not added this one to your collection, don't miss out on this one. You'll be kicking yourself because this is a massive collection and it's one of those that's a cool limited edition SteelBook set. I put that exclusive Amazon sale link down there below for you, but do not wait long. Go down and order it the second you're watching this video so that way you get that amazing limited time deal, because the price of this has been around like $290 to $300 for a very long time. It's never been this low. This is an amazing price. Now in the Dragon Ball universe is Dragon Ball Super Superhero the Movie in an Amazon exclusive limited edition SteelBook only release. And it is currently on sale for one of its best prices as well. It goes along with that Amazon exclusive limited edition SteelBook set, but this is the movie that basically continues the Dragon Ball Super universe. And this has a 4K transfer with HDR10 master and an immersive Dolby Atmos audio mix. This is the only Dragon Ball that's on 4K though. The actual TV series is in that massive limited edition SteelBook Blu-ray set. You'll want to get this along with. I'll put the exclusive Amazon sale links for the limited edition SteelBook variant. It is a very beautiful 4K transfer. You don't want to miss out on either one of these. They're both limited edition Amazon exclusives only. Now another amazing limited time deal is for Wonder Woman the complete TV series collection that ran from 1975 to 1979. All 3 seasons completely remastered with 1080p HD masters on Blu-ray for the first time ever. And this entire Blu-ray set is on sale for one of its lowest sale prices ever for only $34 for a limited time only. You get the entire 3-season run, a total runtime of 2,956 minutes, so a massive amount of content, and a Dolby Digital 2.0 audio mix spread across 10 Blu-ray discs for the entire series in this Blu-ray set. You get a massive amount of content with special features behind the scenes. All 59 episodes and the pilot movie are included in this box set. For less than the price of a lot of movies nowadays, you get the entire set. Best sale price ever. Don't miss out on this limited time deal. And here's your warning, make sure to go down and order it right away so you don't miss out on this amazing deal. I really enjoy this TV series. It's one of those classic DC Comics superhero series. And it's one of those you sit back, you watch an episode here or there, a smile creeps across your face. It's very pure and fun action adventure entertainment. The whole family can sit back and have a blast watching this. It is one of those I recommend adding to your TV series collection. And right now is the best price it's ever been through that exclusive Amazon sale link I'm pinning down below. Let me know if you're going to be adding this one to your collection. Let me know how much you love all of these classic TV series like I do. This is one of those I've really had a blast having in my collection, and because I'm always looking out for all of you, when I saw it was at its lowest price ever, I wanted to make sure you got a chance to own this, or basically less than the price of most movies nowadays. You get the entire series. Now, Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon from 1985 And this Sony exclusive limited edition Steelbook only release is currently on sale for its lowest sale price ever. It's only $21 during this limited time sale. This Sony exclusive new 4K restoration of the original camera negative, native 4K transfer with Dolby Vision and HDR10 master, and its immersive Dolby Atmos with some amazing LFE bass that will kick your butt. It is extremely impressive, the LFE bass. All are included in this limited edition Steelbook only release. Sony is not releasing this in a standard slipcover case whatsoever. It is limited edition Steelbook only in the US. They said there is no plans ever to release this again. Once this sells out, this is another one of those, just like Lawrence of Arabia and on several others we've talked about. They aren't releasing it again. It'll go back into the vault. Right now it is on sale for its best sale price it's ever been. Only $21 through that Amazon exclusive sale link down there below. I've owned mine for a while and I've enjoyed this. The transfer on it is beautiful, and I've got to say the Dolby Atmos is extremely impressive. That LFE bass in numerous scenes, man, it'll rattle your neighbor's windows. And this is one of those I do enjoy. I'm glad I have it in my collection. When I saw it was on sale for its lowest sale price ever, I wanted to make sure all of you got a chance to own this that didn't add it yet. And here's your warning, make sure to go down and order your copy while it's on sale right now before it sells out, so you get to add this to your collection and have this awesome limited edition Steelbook. The film itself, it's a great nostalgic 80s film as well. You want to have it for those reasons as well. Limited edition Steelbook only is the only way this film's released, and that price can't be beat right now. I put that exclusive sale link down there below. Now I have some exciting news for all of you. As always, I keep my eye out for all of you. Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim, and its limited edition Steelbook that previously sold out has had a very limited restock with limited quantities exclusively through that Amazon sale link down there below. The second I'm posting this, go and order your copy if you're one of those that missed out on this limited edition Steelbook. They had a very limited restock right now through that Amazon exclusive sale link down there below. Now there's very limited copies. My understanding is it's less than 100 copies that they got in, and that's all that's remaining, and then it's going to sell out again. So if you missed out on this and you didn't get it because it was sold out, man, heck, after my initial announcement, it sold out and it was gone. And even at release date, it wasn't available. Right now, they got a limited restock of less than 100 right now through that exclusive Amazon sale link down there below. I can tell you the 4K transfer on this is beautiful. It has a native 4K with Dolby Vision and HDR10 master and an immersive Dolby Atmos audio mix. And I'll show you what this limited edition Steelbook looks like. You take your J card off. The artwork on it is shiny and glossy. It has like metallic, like little flecks behind it. And then when you open it up, it does say Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim, and then the artwork continues across, and it is high gloss, and the artwork is simply beautiful on this limited edition Steelbook. And then when you get inside, it has the map from the Lord of the Rings universe. I did like that added touch. But for those of you that missed out on this limited edition Steelbook when it sold out, right now go down and order it immediately through that exclusive Amazon sale link down there so you don't miss out this time. This will not last very long. From me announcing and sharing that it's got a limited restock, I see this being gone very fast. So make sure if you missed out on it originally and you haven't added this one to your collection yet, make sure to go down and order your copy immediately. And it's always extremely important. Any of these you're wanting to buy or add to your collection, always make sure to go down and click and buy directly through those Amazon sale links right down there below. Now, a lot of these are Amazon exclusive releases and Amazon exclusive sale links anyways. I've done all of that work for all of you, and I gathered together all of these exact sales that I research and track for all of you, and I include all of the pre-orders and all of these links as a pinned comment in the comment section right below this video. Those links down there are the only way I can always spend all this time researching, gathering all this information, working with the studios, and creating these massive videos that keep all of you updated on all of the latest and greatest news and things that are going out of print. The only way I can spend all this time, it's always through your direct support when you click and buy directly through those Amazon sale links down there below, and when you join my Collectors VIP Club. Collectors VIP Club only costs you a couple of bucks every month. It goes directly back into all of the time and the work, and that's how I'm able to pay the bills. That's how I support my family, is with these videos here on this channel, and it truly does mean the world to me and my family. I want to say thank you as always. I appreciate every single one of yours amazing support when you click and buy through those links and when you join my Collectors VIP Club. Let me know in the comment section below what from all of this massive video you're adding to your collection. Let me know what of these going out of print titles you were able to get before they sold out. Let me know about all of your excitement. I share my excitement. I want to see your excitement. Share your excitement in the comment section below. As always, I truly hope all of you have a blessed day. And I've always got something new, early, exclusive, and exciting coming out very soon.